Hey Capricorn, welcome to this space. Um, we're gonna go ahead and get started on your reading. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Um, we are going to talk about why you exist as a collective. For those of you whose astrology is set up a certain way, we'll determine whether this resonates with you or not. Um, why do you exist? If that is a question on your mind or you're just curious now that you see this title of this video, I am here to answer those questions as best I can based on what my spiritual team has to offer as far as knowledge. I um, I think a lot of people believe that having a purpose means that there are certain things that have been written for you to experience in life and that you have no control over those experiences, but you do. We all do. Everything is based on choice. It's based on decisions. Um, your spiritual team may have sent out a memo into the ether or to other individuals in the spirit realm who are sent to protect you and to look after you, um, as well as a memo that has also been picked up by some negative entities and individuals in the universe or in the spirit realm, who may have tried to stop you from this purpose or these experiences or circumstances. um but overall you have the choice to determine whether you want to indulge in these experiences. So there may have been some type of memo sent out into the universe saying that Capricorn, you are supposed to meet the love of your life in a certain lifetime, or you're meant to get married, or you're meant to have this career, but you're not really meant to be forced into that. So there are different opportunities that will present itself to you in this life to give you signs and clues that you are capable of thriving within a certain existence in your life. But it's up to you to determine that. So there are people who are meant to meet the love of their life, and they probably do, but they make the decision to not commit to that relationship because they have their reasons. They have their own reasons. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Capricorn, give me 1 second. Actually, I forgot something. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. All right, so just like I've been telling everybody in the beginning of these readings, or at least I hope I remembered to tell everybody, the example that I like to give as far as what a purpose is, or multiple purposes, because I feel like we fill a lot of different shoes in our lives, in this plane of existence. I see a purpose as a table. There are different things that you set a table with. There are different purposes a table will fill. Some tables are meant for dining. Some tables are just meant for storage. Some tables you put photos on. They're just meant for decoration, or you put a computer on a table. There's many different purposes and different things that you set on a table. And some tables you put things underneath it. Um, so I see like having a purpose as like being a table. Um, there are many different purposes, but the overall use of a table is to place things on the table or set things on the table. To be a table is like a presentation, or it's supposed to present certain things in a certain way, and how that table is set will also determine whether that table is of good use, or whether good company is at that table or not. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, they're asking me to shuffle one more time. There may be some distractions that you have been dealing with in this lifetime, Capricorn, as well. So that might have become a hindrance of some kind. I don't know where that's coming from. So, Capricorn, there is an energy of you've been around for a long time, Capricorn. Should I, and I mean, as far as your soul is concerned, you've been around for a while. There's a lot of things that you've picked up along the way, along your spiritual journey. And that may set you apart from a lot of different people in your life. There are certain perspectives that you have that others don't share because they just have not experienced what you've experienced yet. There are certain hardships and things that you had to learn the hard way. And so the way you may answer certain concerns of other people may come out as very blunt or just very honest. And those are terms that some people in your life may not be ready to hear. Your perspective and how you perceive the world around you is also working in your, it could work in your favor as into, when it comes to problem solving. You may have the capability to see the source of a problem. That's why you're able to find a solution so quickly in certain situations in your life where others, they're still trying to find the source of the problem, so therefore they're distracted. They're not really solved. There's people in your life who may have issues in their lives where they're still trying to figure out, they may be asking the wrong questions. That's what I'm getting. So Capricorn, if there are those of you who are asking the wrong questions and you're not trying to get to the root of certain problems in your life, or a problem in your life, that should be your focus, is what is the root cause? What is the source of this frustration that I'm feeling? If this is emotional, get to the root of why that emotion arrived in your heart towards someone or something. Your existence it's all is very instinctual. So you get different urges that your body just can't fight. Those are your instincts, like a natural reaction. I'm not saying like a premature reaction. I'm not talking about an immature reaction. I mean, or an emotional reaction. It's instinctual. There is something about instinct that is a big part of your existence, Capricorn. Follow your instincts. If there is an experience romantically or financially, whatever, all of the above, if there is an experience that you are met with and there is a natural response to that experience for the good or the bad, follow that. Just think about animals that you like or animals that you are interested in or that you are intrigued by, and look at the way those animals react to certain situations. There are certain animals, or just animals in general, who know when danger is afoot. We may not see it, but they can sense it. And so they either begin to run or they hide, or they start to show their teeth, or they start to make certain noises to signify or to notify those around them that, or to notify the predator that they are onto them, right? So there may be in your life some individuals or circumstances where your instincts immediately start to kick in, and you may fight those instincts because you're like, well, I don't know how people are going to react to that, or I don't know if that's the right. No, it's right. If there's someone where when you are connected to them or when you interact with them, you feel like this strong pull, like your body, your mind, your soul, everything is like, this is something that would be good to experience, then open yourself to that. If there's something that you are interacting with or someone you're interacting with and you immediately feel like, oh, I don't need that, I don't want to be around that, follow that. Don't fight it. But again, knowing the difference between instinct and doubt or fear, though, that's where the challenge lies, I feel, Capricorn, where you might feel like, oh, this is my instinct talking to me, but it's not. It's actually your emotions in a way. It's a trauma response. I think that's where the challenge lies for you, where you're not, you may not, some of you guys may find it difficult to understand which one is at play here within yourself. Some of you guys may feel like romance, that's just not my thing. You're allergic to romance or whatever. You're not. Romanticize your life, look at your life as a romantic experience. And there is where you will actually open that door finally to romance with another person, whether it be a new person or person that already exists in your life who you're with. You might be leveling up in the romantic sector with someone once you open up a door to romance with yourself, taking yourself out, loving yourself, practicing more self care, wearing clothes that make you feel good about yourself, right? Whether people are there to witness it or not. Hmm. You're definitely an inspiration here, Capricorn. Remember that. Whatever it is that you want in your life towards the future involves sacrifice. There may be something that you need to leave behind, a project that you thought was going to go somewhere that it just isn't. So you may have found a different opportunity elsewhere. Maybe you find that, focusing on your career, you've always wanted to focus on that, but then you met someone and you find that Your instincts are telling you to focus on them, and a beautiful relationship and thriving with them is what's more beneficial for you and your healing in this life. So there may be some things that are put on the back burner, things that are completely sacrificed, either for a time or forever, as you fly or soar towards what you want, as you move towards what you want. So just think carefully of what it is that you want, because whatever it is that you need to live, once it's behind you, it's behind you. And focusing too much on what's on the past can lead you towards insanity. Just think, like, that can be a tough pill to swallow for some of you. Okay, let's keep going, Capricorn. We have 3 more oracle messages to pull for you for your life purpose, your soul's journey, and why you exist. Some of you guys definitely move faster than others in your peers, in your peer circle. You know, but again, that's what makes you an amazing problem solver, because and your fellow Earth sign Virgo kind of got the same message too. Mm. Some of you guys, the number 5 is very important. Could be a date and time, could be a life path number, it could be just a number that you need to write down and carry with you. Number 5 is a number that you need to work with. Others of you, it's 50. Some of you guys, maybe it's a date and time, if you or I mean, not a date, um, a birthday. Maybe you're turning 50, or you are older and you're past 50 now, and a lot of these things are kind of coming to light for you about your existence and why you're here. That is a huge milestone for sure. Okay, there's a frog here. So definitely leaping timelines. Interesting. I also see this as a wheel. Compass is a wheel of some kind, except that wheel is not really turning without just voluntarily. You choose how this wheel turns. This wheel turns based on the direction that you take. I guess that is kind of what the Wheel of Fortune is all about, I guess, when you think about it. It turns based on the decisions that you make and the direction you are traveling towards. It's based on your trajectory. Seeing this frog here, I see as leaping timelines, Capricorn. So if you're a sun, moon, or rising Capricorn, you have jumped timelines, or you have the capacity to do so. And that's why you can move so fast when it comes to success and problem solving in your life, because you have your superpower is time travel, so to speak. I'm not speaking like literal time travel necessarily. That's a completely different conversation. But I mean, as a soul, you have had the capacity for a long time to jump timelines. So it's quite possible that in a past life you existed in a different time. If you believe in past lives, you lived in a very ancient time. Some of you guys may be future tense and you're able to jump timelines. It's very powerful here, Capricorn. But also, I see the frog as this little tree frog, as the balance between earth and water, the balance between material and spiritual, the balance between this earthly plane and the dream state, the spirit realm. It's a healthy balance between the two. and you can choose which one you want to spend your time in. Not everybody can has the every there's a lot of people who have to learn how to do that. It takes a long time for people to learn to do this, to be able to know where they want to be and at what time, how long they want to spend there. But you, Capricorn, this capability that you have, it has come to you from a very, very long journey throughout time and space as a soul. And that's why your instincts are so on point. This has not just come from just a couple lifetimes. You've learned a lot, you faced a lot as a soul, and therefore you're able to face a lot now. In this lifetime, some of you guys may have maybe number 16 is important to you, and the number 7. 1 and 6 is 7. So 50, the number 5, the number 16, and the number 7 could be significant for you. But some of you guys may need a little bit of help at this time. What's interesting as I'm sitting here, there's a little ant that uh, traveled into the house with me from outside, and it's kind of trying to find its way. Maybe it's trying to find its way back outside. I don't know, but maybe it's just exploring this area. But I see this as you, Capricorn. You're just exploring. You're an explorer spiritually on a soul level. You explore time and space, and you don't even know it. You don't realize that some of you guys don't even realize your capabilities here. You are very old souls, but there may have been there may come a time, or maybe you've realized that you kind of need some help getting off of a timeline, or you feel stuck on a timeline, or uh and you just feel like, I don't want to be on this timeline anymore. Others of you as a soul, you actually want to help people. You see, you have a keen eye for people who need help, truly. And you see that people are just wandering around or scurrying around, and not really knowing what up or down is, and you have a lot of people that you want to help. You're a humanitarian in some way, which is a beautiful thing. But just realize, Capricorn, you can't help anybody who doesn't want the help. Sometimes you just kind of have to just like this ant, I can't really help it right now. um it just has to figure out where it wants to be, right? All I can do is just watch it make the same path and make the same circle that it made a few moments ago. So sometimes, we may, maybe you feel like, God has left you, or that your ancestors or your spiritual team, they're just ignoring you, or there just came a point in time where you're just like, I'm just alone. And you're not alone. You're never alone, Capricorn. What I'm getting is that in this particular existence, you have spirits. Your spiritual team, they know that you have what it takes, and they may watch you make certain patterns, create the same pattern over and over again, and you're just in a loop. And they're just really hoping that at some point you pick up on the signs that they're putting out. And then when they realize that you are not really picking it up, they're waiting on you to ask for help, because you're very smart, you're very clever. Some of you guys may be stuck, like you're kind of stuck in a lower frequency or a lower vibration, and you're just like, I'm just really tired of this. And it doesn't have to be, it could be in a relationship sector, it could be in a job sector where you're um just like this ant finally found its way. I didn't have to do anything. It finally it's finding its way somehow. It's like maybe um at some point you're just going to find your way out, or out of a relationship, or out of a relationship pattern, or out of a pattern when it comes to your job, or your career and finances. But maybe there's also this energy of, why aren't you asking for help? On this life's journey, get into the habit of asking for help. Maybe you do ask for help, but it takes a while for you to get to that point, and that's okay. Mm. So yeah, I do get the sense that some of you, you've gotten lost. You've lost your way. That does not mean that you're less of who you want to be or less of who you truly are. It just means that you're just lost. How long do you want to be lost though? Like when do you actually want to be rescued? When do you actually want to receive the help that you need? Capricorn, sun, moon, rising signs. No man is an island. No individual, no human is an island. We need each other. Every zodiac sign needs the next zodiac sign. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter how independent, how capable you are. We all need each other to a certain degree. We all may not be friends. We all may not make each other feel comfortable, but we all need each other's help. No matter if that help brings a bit of discomfort and sadness, it's help nonetheless. It will grow you. So maybe some of you guys are very selective with the help that is given to you. Be very careful with that, Capricorn. Interesting. Let's keep going, you guys. We have 2 more oracle messages to pull for you, for your existence, for your life's purposes. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising signs. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising signs. Oh, I don't know where this is coming from, but Capricorn, how many of you guys are admitting to how you feel or what you truly want? There's something that you really want, but you're afraid to voice that. Why? Why is that in this, like in this particular life, you're just having a really hard time just being truthful about what you really want? Sorry about that. Okay. Some of you guys may be too deep in, you have the tendency to be too deep in your emotions. This is for Capricorns who may have water, strong water in your chart. Okay. You may have a tendency to be so deep in your emotions and how you feel that you've kind of lost a true connection with them. Some of you, Capricorn, you have chosen to detach yourself from your emotions to a certain degree, but to the point where, again, you're just not emotionally connected with yourself. There's some things in your life that really bother you. It really concerns you about certain relationships or a relationship that you know how you feel about it. You know that it's bad or you know it's concerning, but you still somehow make excuses. You just kind of feel like you can just rise above it all and at some point it's gonna get better. No. Because at the bottom of the deck you have the arrow of protect, surround yourself with protective energy. And what I'm getting from this, Capricorn, is you need to protect your heart. You need to protect your emotions, but not to the point where you're not receiving love, right? You may have someone who loves you very much who's telling you something that you really need to hear and you're not listening. I'm really getting that this message is coming for Capricorn, not sun signs necessarily. This is for like those of you who may have Capricorn in your moon or rising signs. Okay. Um, You may have someone in your midst that might be a water sign, somewhere in their, like, strong water in their chart, and they are not really making the moves and the steps to make sure that you feel safe with them. They may want you to feel safe with them. They want you to feel secure in a relationship with them, whether it's friend, family, or romantic partner. But what are they doing to make sure that you actually feel safe? And this could be vice versa as well. This could be you towards someone else. What are you doing to make sure that the people that you love actually know that you love them? There's a lot here, Capricorn. There's a lot of balance of earth and water, a lot of balance between, like, what's in front of us and what's truly happening deeper. Hmm. Pay attention to the people in your life who really love you, Capricorn. And not just the people who love you, but the people who are showing you that they love you. Love is truth, and truth is love, no matter how much it hurts. So if you have love in your life, but there is no truth backing it up, that's not really love, in my opinion. Whatever happened in your past, Capricorn, let it be. It happened. Move on. Do not carry the past with you and determine your relationships based on those relationships from your past. If there's a relationship that is triggering past traumas, either you get rid of it, you get rid of that relationship, or you just face it and you stand firm in your confidence and make sure that that person understands that you don't appreciate how they're treating you, or you don't appreciate the energy that they're bringing to your table. This is someone in your life that is going to change your life either for the better or for the worse, depending on how you play your cards here. You may be in a situation in your life and you've been there for a long time, or it has changed your life where you feel you just want to be rescued. You want to be picked up and taken someplace better. Admit that to yourself, Capricorn. Admit it if that's something that needs to be brought to light. You have the compass. What direction do you want to take? You have that choice, Capricorn. You have that choice. What are you going to choose? Because your life and the trajectory of your life, the direction of your life, your true happiness is determined by what you choose. And if you're dealing with a water sign, you're dealing with a water sign who is not truly connected with their emotions, that's going to be a block for you that you need to face. I'm not saying that you have to break up with this person. I'm just saying you need to face it and you need to discuss this. This person needs to get help. If you think that things are going to change for the better inwardly because of material gain, you're looking at the way things look and you're looking at material gain as the indicator of your success, that's a block. All right. If you are not protecting your energy and you're not learning to say, no, I will not stand for that. That is not going to come through my gates. That is not going to come past my doorstep. That is not allowed in my temple. You're not pointing the finger or your arrow at the people who are bringing mischief into your life or bringing a lack of understanding, a lack of love. then that means you're pointing the arrow at the wrong people then. Or you're pointing the arrow in the wrong direction. If your arrow is still being pointed at the ground and you're not pointing the finger at the people who need the finger pointed at them, somebody's emotionally manipulative here as well. Please understand this, Capricorn. If you're dealing with this, and again, I'm not just speaking to the Capricorn. If you're a Capricorn sun and you're not resonating with this, and that probably means I'm speaking to the Capricorn risings or moon signs. All right. Just saying. Just saying. Point the finger at the people who need the finger pointed at. Don't keep your side. Don't be silent. There's, like I was saying about your instincts, Capricorn, there is something that your gut, your instincts are telling you about somebody, and you're ignoring it. And they've been telling you this about a few people in your life, or maybe your instincts have been telling you this about a person for a long time, and you've been ignoring it. Okay, and this is for those of you who resonate with this, and you now come to the realization, yes, I have kind of been ignoring that, or I haven't been uh observant of that, you know. But if this doesn't resonate, again, it's fine. Totally fine. All right, one more card, you guys. One more card for your existence and your purpose. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising signs. Interesting. It's interesting. You have Jesus. Now, I am not a Christian, okay? Um, I am not religious. I am a spiritual practitioner, but it's interesting when I see a specific name of a prophet or a deity come out, because that is very significant, it's very specific. So there are those of you, Capricorn, who have a specific spirit, like they have a name and they are known by humans by that name. There's a specific spirit and or deity with a specific name, and it is well known. Jesus might be one. There's a specific spirit that you need to consult about this. Doesn't matter if you're not religious or not. If you're religious or not, there is a specific spirit or entity that is actually looking at you, and they are helping you, and they're guiding you. Okay? If Jesus is one of those spirits, you need to reach out and consult. And then we have devotion. So some of you guys are religious. Some of you guys may be Christian watching this. I don't know. You might be Catholic, whatever. As long as you devote yourself to your path and your soul's purpose, your soul's journey. Some of you guys may be agnostic. Maybe you're just confused. Some of you guys just may be confused. Maybe you just feel like, I'm just down here, just, like a rock. I don't really have much of a purpose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It doesn't matter if you're atheist, agnostic, whatever. Your soul's never going to be confused. Ever. Your soul is always going to point you in the right direction, Capricorn. So follow that. Follow your spirit. You don't need to follow what anyone else tells you. You don't need to follow, I don't care what any person of religious prowess, whatever. You don't need to follow what anybody else says. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just showing you the guidelines, showing you the tools that are at your disposal to live happily. Because to me, that's what's most important, is to live a happy life, despite, or no matter the circumstances, no matter who you were born to, no matter your faults, no matter the failures. you're meant to be happy. Okay. All right, Capricorn, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.